let me tell you the expensive lie still being sold in America. For a generation the dream had a number. First it was $100,000. Then inflation pushed it to $150,000. This American dream meant you had one. You could have a house with a yard, 2 cars in the driveway, and a family vacation to Florida every summer. In 2026 the American dream means something entirely. It is no longer the ceiling of success. It is the floor of survival for the dream. Here is the uncomfortable truth nobody at the neighborhood barbecue will say loud. Most people walking around this country are living on a cliff for the American dream. Their net worth might look okay on a spreadsheet, locked inside home equity or a 401k, yet they cannot afford one unexpected medical bill without reaching for a credit card for the American dream. They own things. They do not own freedom for the American dream. So tonight forget the news headlines. Let us walk up the ladder of the economy level by level and show you what the middle class actually looks like today for the American dream, not the brochure. The bank statement for the American dream. We start with one person making $75,000 per year. On paper this is a salary. It is above what most people earn in the U.S. 5 years ago it was enough to live in a city like Austin, Charlotte, or Phoenix. Today it means you probably need a roommate. The reason is that a one-bedroom apartment in an U.S. city now costs around $2,000 per month. When rent takes up that much of your paycheck the numbers just don't add up. Add utilities, groceries, and a $400 student loan payment and our $75,000 earner does what almost everyone does nowadays. They find a roommate at 28, at 32, at 35. Think about how that affects your life. There is always some stress that you can't shake. Even when you're shopping at Trader Joe's you are calculating the cost of every item before you put it in your cart. This is not poverty. The person has food to eat and a place to live. Every dollar is already spoken for before it arrives. You are getting by. You are not getting ahead. There is no money. In today's economy having some extra money is crucial. Now let's talk about putting 2 incomes under one roof. Imagine a household that earns $150,000. This is of the goal, right? Then there's this thing called the suburban trap. They did everything they were supposed to do. 2 careers, 1 mortgage they share. They even got a house. Let's look at the numbers. They bought a home that's priced about average at $420,000 with a 7% interest rate. Their mortgage, property taxes, and home insurance add up to around $3,500 each month. Then there are 2 car payments. Because suburbs are built for cars, that's another $1,200 per month. There's this enemy that hurts families. Childcare. At $1,500 per month for each child before they even buy groceries or save for retirement. $75,000 of their income after taxes just disappears to keep the lights on and the kids safe. So life turns into a game of buying in bulk and being super careful with money. They plan trips to Target like their operations. They use a spreadsheet to track every dollar. They're technically class. Being middle class used to mean having some extra room to breathe. For this couple it means holding their breath. They make a lot of money. 6 figures. They lie awake at 2 o'clock in the morning feeling like they're completely broke. How does that even happen? It is possible because of status anxiety. We compare ourselves to our neighbors. You buy a luxury SUV because everyone in the school drop-off line has one. You pay for sports teams and summer camps. The truth is, no salary is ever enough to make you feel like you're keeping up. This feeling is inside your head. Now let's take a step back. All these stories point to one fact. The median household income in America is around $75,000. To afford the average American home without financial stress you need an income of about $115,000. That's a gap. The middle class didn't change. The goalposts did. They moved really fast, faster than any salary increase. This brings us to a point that in America today being class is not about your salary. It's about when you started. Imagine 2 people with the job and paycheck. The first person bought a house in 2018 with a 3% mortgage rate. The second person started looking in 2024 with a 7% rate. The first person is effectively a millionaire on paper because of when they bought. The second person, working as hard earning the same income, is priced out. They're paying rent to someone. Effort, very different lives. Your wealth, in this country isn't directly tied to your work anymore. Almost nobody wants to admit it. So what do you actually do? You can't change when you started. You can change how you play the game. There are two main steps. Step 1, accept that things have changed. Stop feeling bad about not having the life from the 90s. A big house with a 3-car garage costs a lot of stress and bad choices. A smaller place, a townhome, or renting while you invest the difference. These are choices. They are a part of having money today. Step 2, use the accounts the government gives you. First, put much as possible into your 401k to get the free money from your employer. Don't leave that money on the table. Next, add a Roth IRA on top of it. You can put $7,000 in this year. It grows without being taxed. You won't pay taxes when you take it out ever. These accounts, used consistently, help a normal salary build a lot of money, and that's the change. It was never about having things or living in a certain area. It's about who you want to be. You stop being someone stressed about buying things and become someone who builds wealth strategically. Being middle class in America isn't about owning a house. It's about keeping money in a system designed to take it all. The status symbols and the size of your house will trick you. The extra money you keep doesn't lie. Protect it, grow it. You're not just getting by. You're actually winning. If you liked this, hit subscribe. See you in the one.